Today, I'm going to show you how I got number 2 DPS in the world by playing Destruction Lock in the Black Fathom Deeps raid. Talents. You'll be putting all 16 of your points in Destro, 5 in Kata, 5 in Bane, 5 in Devastation, and 1 in Shadowburn. Link to this guide in the description below. Runes. Lake of Fire to empower your fire spells, Incinerate to also empower your fire spells, and Chaos Bolt because it does fire damage. Gear. We're primarily stacking fire damage because it enhances your Chaos Bolt, Incinerates, and Immolate damage. In this order, you should stack Spell Power, Firepower, and Intellect for crit. I'll put a BIS list to the items you should be going for in the description below. Rotation. For single target, you'll open with Incinerate. Cast Rain of Fire, then cancel it quickly to establish your Lake of Fire buff. Chaos Bolt, Immolate, and then Curse of Agony if your target will live longer than 20 seconds. Incinerate spam, always mana pot once per fight, and life tap when you get to 0 mana. And use Shadowburn just before the boss dies. Multi-target. Just Incinerate and then Rain of Fire. Macros and weak auras. For starters, you can macro pet attack into all of your abilities if you don't want to micromanage your pet. For weak auras, I recommend tracking your buffs and debuffs on the target and trying to maintain 100% uptime on your dots, especially Incinerate, Lake of Fire, Immolate, and Curse of Agony. All weak auras are in my Discord in the link below. Pets. Succubus will always be used for damage. Imp will be used on bosses with high armor like Gamora, or the first boss Baron Aquanus because melee can't reach him. For Baron, I actually recommend that you take your Imp up to the platform and set him on stay before the fight because he doesn't actually attack unless you do this. World buffs and consumables. For consumables, you should have Black Fathom Mana Oil and Elixir of Firepower. For world buffs, I recommend getting the Dark Moon Fair, which comes around once a month, and the Boon of Black Fathom, which happens when someone turns in the Trinket quest when you're in Thunderbluff or Darnassus. I also recommend doing the Ashenvale PvP quest once a week to get the drums, which gives you 5% increased damage. PvP. I would swap out Lake of Fire for Master Channeler. However, Affliction is just all around better because hard casting spells feels really bad with pushback and classic PvP. I'll put a link to my Affliction guide in the link below. That's it for the Warlock Destro guide. If you like this video, please sub to my channel and feel free to ask me any questions on twitch.tv/Shardaco. I'll see you next time.